It's Mac, the Guru. Today I'm reviewing All American Season 5 finale. If this your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, check out the other content, and click that like button. I appreciate the support. Now, this one, I know a lot of people might say they didn't like, but I loved it, man. And I loved it because I couldn't figure out who was getting that ring until about the middle of the episode. Because they gave us Jamie and Asher. And Jamie like, yo, I don't want to get married. Jamie like, yo, I don't want to get married, right? So I'm like, if Asher asks her, it's going to be bad. But they gave us them first. Like, they making us think it's them first. So it probably ain't them. So now I'm thinking, okay, it's Liv and Spence. But as it keeps going on, I start realizing Spence is so passive aggressive. It can't be him. And then the beach scene happened with Jordan and Layla. And that's like telltale sign. It's Jordan. Because Layla knew about Jamie's situation. But while she talking to Jordan, she throwing little stuff in there like, they just too young. They shouldn't do it. So now Jordan getting upset because he like, yo, it's my ring. I'm about to ask you. You probably think we too young. And I don't think they too young. He asked her. I was like, oh my God, because she took a little moment, right? She did. She took a little second to think about it. But she said, yeah. They've been knowing each other for a while. So you got to look at their relationship. And the people out there, you're never too young to get married, man. In my opinion, right? You're never too young, you know. Now, for a dude, I will say you need to be in a position or on the road to being able to provide for your family, right? Because it's a family thing. And once your wife start having children, typically they start working less. That's how it works. So if you talk to women with one kid, they'll say one thing. But if you talk to a woman with 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and she married in a relationship, she ain't trying to work all them hours and stuff. And then come home and take care of the kids. And no, she ain't trying to do all that, man. So that's just a little jewel for you about just how it works, you know. And companies know this too. They know when women start having more kids, typically they start transitioning out of the company and stuff like that. And that's just how it works, you know. Like, hey, you know, they having kids. They don't want to be working as much, you know. Most women want a softer, luxury type of life, you know. So that's how it typically works, you know. And when you talk to different women at different stages, you will hear different things. Talk to a single childless woman, she gonna tell you something else. She probably gonna be more independent, right? That's just how it go. But they getting married. I don't think they too young. And I loved how it happened. The actual scene, you know, was good. They take it back to the beach scene of them talking, everybody around, doing the campfire thing again. Just how they was when they was going off to college. And it was just dope how they brought it full circle. And then he asked her to marry her. Wasn't nobody around, right? So it's just between them. She said, yeah, now everybody gonna get to find out about this news. And I think his father would have wanted this. I think Layla's father gonna be happy. Laura gonna be happy. It's gonna be great, you know. Now they just gotta keep making that thing work, man. But let's get to Liv and Spence, because this one was a little more frustrating, right? And it's basically on Spence's behalf. Liv know what she want. Liv like, I don't want to press him too hard because I'm about to leave. She already done told him that she's still in love with him, right? She did that episodes ago when he was still messing with Alicia. She already done laid it out for him. Spence just got to make his move. We know as the audience, Spence still want her. Make your move, dog. Like, this is what I'm going to tell every dude out there, man. Make your move on whatever female you want to. Typically, if you really got a feeling that you really like a girl or you in love with a girl, most of the time, she feeling the exact same way. And if you go up and approach her and say something, hey, I like you, da-da-da-da, let's be together, you know, I love you, whatever. After y'all get past that and y'all in a relationship or y'all talking, ask them, yo, when did you start feeling that way about me? She probably will tell you something like, I felt that way 2-3 weeks ago. I was just waiting on you to say something. That's how it be working. Women be knowing, you know, and they put themselves out there to certain dudes, you know, they choose. You know what I'm saying? And then they just be waiting, okay. Okay, you gonna say something, dog? Like, and then you finally say something, you're like, thank God, all right? And it was this type of situation, right? Because you see, when Spence had her at the door, I'm like, bruh, you not gonna say nothing? And one of the problems with Spence also is he been the star his whole life. He used to people coming to him and you know, saying stuff to him first. Because most dudes would have just said it to her at the door. He let her leave, right? Thinking she gonna come back when he heard that knock. No, it's somebody else. It's Asher dad, which we'll get to that. But, bruh, she about to leave. She about to hop on the plane. Jordan got to give him this whole speech about his father just for him to go make a move, you know. And I'm happy he was able to catch it, because in my head, I'm like, yo, bruh, what if they just show it where the plane leaving and he too late? It was coming down to the episode ending too, so I'm like, ugh, hopefully he make it. But he made it, you know, and they had a great moment at the end. But the most surprising thing was the patience thing, right? Now, they mentioned Miko at the beginning, all right? They did mention her. And we went through a lot in the episode after them mentioning her, with the campfire, everybody telling Liv goodbye, Patience and Coop talking, and Coop telling Spence, you make your move, I make my move. You know, Spence like, yo, I made my move, go make your move. And they show us Layla and Jordan, engagement, boom, perfect. They show us Liv and Spence getting together. And in my mind, I'm going, they gonna end with Patience and Coop? Really? Right? But I'm like, okay, this cool. You know what I mean? We end with Patience and Coop. So I already had an inkling like this kind of word. Man, Patience opened that door, and I can't lie. I hate that she had to feel the blade, right? But Miko the one you seeing for the hit. That's how you do it, right? No talking. Ain't no open the door. Hey, why you seeing people after me? Why you do that? And nuh-uh, take this blade. No talking, just hit her with it. Now, Patience might not survive, too. The way she took it like a champ. Let's be 100. She took it like a champ. Boom. Pulled it out. And I'm like, okay. She played it well when she fell, right? Because you want to stay as calm as possible, right? Because when you get nervous and get the blood go faster, right? So you want to stay calm. She did that right. But she didn't move after she hit the ground, dog. She didn't get up to go get her phone. She didn't, you know, try to wrap her belly to slow the blood or anything. She just took the blade, sat down on the floor. Hopefully somebody coming. Coop is coming. Maybe Layla and Jordan will find her. Them two people got to find her. Them three people. Layla and Jordan or Coop. Coop should be going over there to try to get her, so it's most likely Coop. But I can't see a situation where Layla and Jordan come back from him asking her to marry her and walk in and just see Patience laying there. Hopefully they get to her in time. But it's a chance, a big chance that Patience might pass away, man. And it probably push Coop back into doing her music if she does pass away, you know. But yeah, man, that scene was wild because I didn't see that coming at all, man. You know, it was a lot in this episode that surprised me, dog. Like, with the whole ring scenario, I just knew it was going to be Liv and Spence. But it wasn't, you know. It was Jordan and Layla. You know, I just didn't think he was going to ask two chicks to marry him on the show. But he did, man. Jordan know what he want. He want to be married. That's dope, man. I love that they, you know, that they getting married, man. I do. Now, the other things that happened in this episode, one big one was Asher and Jamie. Now, I'm going to be all the way 100 on this, all right? That conversation that Asher dad had with both of them should not have been in front of Jamie. Not at all, man. I'm going to let y'all know from a male perspective. I'm a dude, got a girl pregnant, young, 17, you know. They young, a little older than I was, but they young. Bruh, that always happened with the family members. For the dude, on the dude side. I'm sure the females get, or the women, they get other stuff that happen on their side, right? So I'm sure they family probably be like, yo, is he a broke dude? What he got going in his life? Stuff like that, right? On the male side, our family members always say, are you sure it's yours? You gonna get a DNA test, right? That's one of the things that always happen, man. Somebody gonna say it. Whether it's your dad, your uncle, your big cousin, your big brother. One of the males in your family gonna say, hey, bro, you probably need to get a DNA test. Especially if you young and not married. And if you is married, you still need to get a DNA test, man. It's all type of, I could do a compilation video on YouTube, all the dudes finding out that the baby ain't theirs. The baby like 9, 10. That's real difficult, right? And then think about the shows we had. Rest in peace to Jerry Springer. Yeah, Jerry Springer. You got Maury. Like, women lie about these things, man. It's possible. I know in the mainstream, they act like, no, women don't lie about nothing, right? Yeah, they do. Men lie for sure. We know that. Women lie too. All right? And these are some of the things that women lie about. So you just want to get that DNA test. I remember being younger. I asked my uncle, I said, yo, you think I should get a DNA test? He said, nephew? He used to call me kid. He said, yo, kid, there's a lot of light-skinned brothers out there. I said, you know what? You right, dog. And then I joined the military, and I was putting my son on the paperwork. They say, yo, do you want a DNA test? I said, yeah, let's go and get the DNA test, man. That's just to, because see what it is it ain't to offend the woman, you know. It ain't that. But you always have, especially when you're young, it's like a little inkling in the back of you, just a little small percentage. You're like, you know, is it mine? I know it's mine, but you want to be for certain. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop the bad stigmatization. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the bad, juju on dudes asking for that DNA test. It ain't offensive, ladies. Stop taking it offensive, because the women always get offended by, you want a DNA test? They hit you with that quick, right? So, but stop getting offended by it. It's just for the male. It ain't about you, all right? It's not about you. It's just for the male and his psyche, all right? We just say that, But yeah, man, that conversation always happened. But ask your dad should have been like, okay, accepted that information with both of them there, and had that conversation with just Asher. You don't do that in front of her, man. He was in a total violation for doing that in front of Jane. Gotta know that. Like, I honestly feel, you do not do that in front of her. That will mess up their relationship, bro. Like, under no circumstances do you get to talking like that while she right there. Like, and then that'll mess up your relationship with the grandchild, which it possibly will, and your relationship with your son's child's mother. So you never want to do that, man. But yeah, that was just a crazy situation. They had a bunch of crazy situations going this entire episode, man. So y'all let me know, what did you think about All American, the season 5 finale? I loved it because of all these different scenarios, and I couldn't figure out who was who and what was what, so I thought it was dope, man. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about it. It's Mac the Guru. Remember, if you're still here and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other content. And like always, man, y'all be easy. Be safe.